How's it? Today is Wednesday, March 18th. Um, I flew back today to home and I decided I wanted to lift. The situation was I was going to actually go to Ho'omana Barbell, but when I went there, the platform that they had, the weights that they had wasn't set up at a platform, so I wasn't able to lift there. So I went back home, came back home, and then asked my brother to help me set this up. So we have a bunch of different mats with some horse stall mat in the middle, carpet, and then a bunch of cushions so that I can drop the plates, make sure nothing's broken. Steve said to try and get the workout that I missed in. So on Monday I was originally supposed to do the high hang power snatches, but then I moved the squats to that day. High hang power snatches, and then after that I was supposed to do 3-position high pulls with some overhead snatch push presses with some overhead squats after that. The weight was supposed to be 175 for 6 triples, but I was warming up and I got 165. This is the set right here, where I was only able to do 2, and so I figured I'm just gonna stick with 2 doubles for all of the sets instead of doing triples, and then stick with 165. I feel here, I wasn't sure what happened there. Everything didn't feel too great. Again, I did just fly back home, sitting down for like 5.5 hours. So my hips and my back were not feeling the greatest. But 165 for doubles after all the circumstances is pretty good. My technique is consistent with how it is today. Kind of the same issues that I've been having lately. It's kind of maintaining upper back tightness. That was a really good rep there. Upper back tightness and getting full extension. That one was also pretty good too. Yeah, pretty much I just try my best to just work on the cues that I've been working on. Do my chest on top, pulling through the bar after extension so I don't get pulled forward or pulled backwards. I think this is the best set here. Yeah. That was really good there. So that was, I think, the best set, and then I do have one more after that. It's worth noting that I did 165 for triples, like 6 triples or so, I think 2 weeks ago. And then last week, that weight that I was supposed to do 175 at, I hit my pubic bone a bunch, and that was really painful. So last week is the week that I did like 10 sets of this position pull here. I did most of them at 185, but I had to do 187 today because we actually don't have pound change plates. We have pound bumper plates, but kilo change plates. Not sure why. So I ended up doing 2 sets at 187 here, and then I went up 2.5 kilos, 2.25 kilos, I think. whatever it was. It's like 192, 193 or so. These are starting to feel pretty good. They feel productive, which is not something I usually. It's not a way I usually describe an exercise, but here's my last set here. Pretty happy with how that went. Again, given the circumstances, my power snatch, the high hang power snatches, I'm not too worried about that. The 165 for triples a couple weeks ago was challenging, but I think that if I did want to try to push for triples today, I would have been able to do it. I think going to 175 for triples would have not been possible, but it's kind of whatever. So last week I did these push press plus 3 overhead squats. I went up to 225. I failed on that one. So my heaviest weight was 205. But today I ended up doing 185 twice. One time because I failed, and then my final one I kept at 185. The overhead position here was putting tons of pressure on my wrists, and I just wasn't able to hold on to it. So I wanted to reattempt that. And then I just had to remember what Steve was telling me to just not be lazy, kind of reset in between each rep so that I can get strong bracing. You can see me breathing there. And final one as well. But yeah, pretty much it. At the beginning of this, I was supposed to actually do abs after this, but putting away the setup took a lot longer than I thought, and then I forgot about the abs. Rip. So yeah, that's it for today.